prepare my cool
Tatooine has been this map that has been most frequently picked by Team Random. Just like your team likes to pick Bespin, or Electrino's team likes to pick Korriban. Something like a home map.
Yeah, they are starting to form. I reckon this must be just a pure comfort on this map. It's a very frequently played one in JKA, as far as I know.
I think so too. But the first trades, actually they're equalizing right now on the HP. Wolfeye got the first few hits, but they could draw back some damage. Slight advantage overall for Team Random. Now a major advantage, let's see. Deciding to fight here, while the point has already spawned 15 seconds ago in main. But they don't bother. They're playing female play.
And it seems to have paid out for them. Good start.
Maybe if the order can capitalize on the HP disadvantage, it might turn out better for them, but right now it doesn't look like it. No, very well done by Jordy. That was a surprising kill. Now they need to stay in the circle, and maybe they can time the kill on Wolfeye so that Blizz is entering the circle right when they are. No, but it gets backstabbed. They didn't expect it. LeDuc is sometimes a bit distracted, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Drinking too much of the French wine.
I think Jordy should have told him. I hope they are in voice chat somewhere. Jordy must have seen Blizz coming.
I saw them on the Order Discord server.
Nice.
But Team Random is certainly also in voice chat. Now Wolfeye is very low, but he hasn't died so far.
And a strong kill on LeDuc earlier.
Important kill. Let's see if he can backstab him. No, they hit one another. But at least a nice try. Let's see. 20 points behind. It will take a while, so it will be maybe 10 points behind. No, it won't. I believe what the order has to do is to play the points strategically and passively, maybe even focus on Blizz, since Wolfeye already is at plus 300 net damage, would be the easier target.
And they also probably have a better chance at hitting her, because she doesn't have as high a ping.
Yeah. But we are here calmly talking strategy, while they are in their sweat trying to struggle for victory. They're also trying to commit to the duels on the way, but that's not a good choice. If Wolfeye is already getting points, he got about 10 points just because they tried for a second to hit Blizz. This is the FFA point of the map now. This place, Canteen, has a close spawn, but I still like it, although it is so FFA-like, because you can block the door, you can try to create a choke point there.
It's certainly very interesting geometry.
There's a good environmental challenge with these tables.
I'd actually like to see like a new map with the best of the control points, and then perhaps some of the flaws ironed out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I would like that too. It's not a close match right now. Let's see if they can change something. But I have the feeling that they're lacking ideas right now.
Yeah, LeDuc seems a bit irritated or confused. No offense, of course, but it looks like it.
No way to offend a Frenchman.
He surrendered already before I even said anything.
Okay, 50 points behind, let's see. They should really make a decision for either focusing or... Now even Wolfeye has a ping spike. Everybody above 100 ping now, it's already gone down. Good hit by LeDuc. He's getting his second kill of the round. He actually has almost equal stats. Kills and death wise, it's not looking so bad. I think if they warm up and maybe Team Random changes lineup second round and Wolfeye won't play, who's dominating right now, maybe they have a chance in the second round.
Yes.
Let's see.
I wonder about Haloex's ping, if it's gonna be stable. Because I'd really like to see him shine.
Yes, the moments in which he had a good ping, he has performed exceptionally well, but you can't count on it.
Very, very big lead by RGC.
And you saw LeDuc, and on the last circle he stayed again and tried to duel Wolfeye. Seems to be very... he seems to see red when he fights an opponent. No time to move towards the circle. LeDuc wants to have the kills.
Okay.
Moving to main. Now they could have a little advantage because they have fresh HP. If they get one kill, there is still hope. I trust. If LeDuc gets this one, and he does, I proclaim that there's hope. Now they need the second kill. Go for it. But he will be backstabbed, he's distracted. No!
This time he turns around, yeah, luckily. Still gets picked up, but better than last time.
I think Jordy told him. He didn't move around smoothly, but excitedly or surprisedly. So
yeah,
maybe they're starting to communicate.
And also probably getting warm. Their adrenaline puts their heart at 200 BPM, so it should heat their hands up a bit.
I hope it doesn't have a bad interaction with the red wine in LeDuc's veins. Jordy screaming out loud.
Again the fights. And RGX also not looking to rotate, they are willing to engage.
Yeah, LeDuc really wants to have these duels. I bet he's pressing K all the time to create a private duel.
Nice air kill by Wolf.
Too bad. LeDuc, now your last chance, do it. Oh, he loses half HP, then the other half, and it's over. GG. First round is over.
Perhaps with a bit more communication, like who's low, who's been hit, it could have gone better.
I think so too. Unfortunate, I think they might have profited more from 3v3, a bit more chaos would have played in their favor. Now the experience of Team Random can just play out. Let's see if they can come up with a secret map.
3, 1.
Has to be a landing. There's no control points there. Why are they change? Rise is prematurely changing.
It's just bugged, or there's no point, right? And it will be bugged.
They will. I think that it won't spawn a point. It will just be basically team FFA. World Origin, maybe the Rise knows more about. Maybe there will be a point spawning World Origin. Let's see, the point will spawn in 15 seconds. Maybe somewhere down in the lava. Let's see. Or airbound. Shacka has left the server. I saw him for a second. Very unfortunate that he can't play. I would like to see him. Capture point 0, yeah, it's right above here. It's not possible to play this.
Seems legit.
Finally, Shacka made it. Who made this? Well, not sure who made it. It was part of Vertex already when I joined. Way before the control mode was invented.
I mean, they have to, right? We can't play bugged maps.
It would feel just like a meme. This is not a meme league. This is a competition. Can't have this lack of sincerity and seriousness. We're not here to have fun.
Exactly.
I think they're currently deciding which map they would like to do. No, no, we choose another map. I won't have this.
Yeah, it would just be TDM, which defeats the purpose.
No, Gog is making a... Gog is trying to make a joke about the entire community. No issue. I think they don't want to change the map, they're just ignoring my statement.
Aren't we league admins? Not sure if we should lay down a ruling.
Well, this is the disadvantage of the rule committees being hibernating. So we just have today the idea by Wolfeye. I mean, it's a repetition of an idea. We already have discussed it somehow, but we never made a conclusion about the map pool.
Yeah, it's a very sensible idea, which we should definitely follow through with.
Okay, Shacka is showing some reason. I can only imagine that this is the order. I mean, it's very natural to them to behave like this. It's a very, very funny and wholehearted community.
Perhaps they should rename to the Order of Chaos.
Good point. I like the idea. So we will have a 3v3, I hope. I hope for it. Haloex with a 500 ping. They're benching Blizz, as it seems, so they don't want to risk anything. Wolfeye will stay inside. We will have 5 minutes of intermission, so we can maybe talk about something in the league. I cannot download the stats to create some animation because this is Bax's server. I need him to send me the files.
Ah.
The stats are always saved locally on the server.
Yeah.
Well, I think the second season is doing very well so far. I'm very content in comparison to the first season. Maybe people have forgotten, but the first season was almost a failure when we had 7 teams in the beginning and then one team couldn't show up for the first 3 weeks, and in a moment of desperation, I decided to fuse two teams. This is the state we had before, and now we are in the current situation where the worst thing that has happened is that one match was a tiny bit late. So I'm very content that it's going so stable.
Yeah, it's a big improvement. And I almost forgot. It's so easy to forget all the little mistakes, but in some they make it much better than last season. I mean, that they didn't happen makes it better.
Yeah, I agree. And people know the control mode right now, so they already have some strategy. Most teams have strategy. Then we have new teams. It's nice to see new players. Like the two that are fighting right now are basically our babies.
The baby, who are the babies?
All of them. We are cuddling them. We are harassing them, so they grow strong.
I'll leave that to you, that point of view.
All right.
But yeah, I think everyone is a bit more serious and notices that this is a thing and can be a nice thing. So everyone puts a bit more effort and stuff. I think that's what makes it better.
Yes. And Trino in the chat is being sarcastic about my comment about the stability of the league.
I'd say it's stable. Yeah, it's definitely stable. It's like a stable Chernobyl before the explosion.
I think the overall course of development is nice, and we already have new people who are interested right now. The Dead Red seems to be interested, so the community is slowly growing. Overall, I'm having a good impression. Now it's starting, let's see.
Oh, very close spawns. LeDuc is AFK.
Jordy is far away. LeDuc is AFK. This guy.
Oh my god.
Oh, there he is. It was all strategy. It was the classical French Trojan horse strategy.
I think that's also where the JKA players' routine shows. They immediately recognize he's AFK and didn't attack him.
By coincidence, the first circle is exactly where everybody is. So no advantage by movement right now. Haloex is really warping around impressively. That's a technological advantage. Basically playing Star Trek. Now they need to stay in the circle. They have a man advantage or people advantage, and they're just not using it. Then Haloex is standing over there. Seems to have disconnected. Maybe this is what Team the Order needs. But they're still
killing his teammate? Is it did they stop or something?
No, I think they are playing. It's just uncoordinated. It must be the French influence.
I'm not sure if I saw this right. Jordy just killed LeDuc earlier.
Maybe he's furious about him being French. I can only understand. It's far platform.
Haloex seems to have trouble.
There he reconnected. Now they have two players called Haloex.
I think they should perhaps restart or think about a restart.
We had this before. Haloex has disconnected, and Wolfeye, as the team captain, says they have no issue. It's caused by them themselves, and therefore they tolerate the risk of Haloex disconnecting.
Okay.
But for the moment, he's looking stable. And DesertFox killed Haloex.
Yes, looks
Again,
like
point advantage, right? Immediately.
yeah. Looks like it isn't too much of a problem if Haloex disconnects.
They are all in positive net damage. They are having a good performance. Team random. Haloex striking Jordy down.
And I think Jordy shouldn't have taken this fight. He was 1v3 without a circle. And he wasn't completely low, so no reason to fight at all.
I would like to have a post-game interview with the Order or both teams, just to get into their minds a bit. Like right now they have a people advantage, but they don't use it because Shacka is fighting out from outside. He's standing at the edge of the circle, making any use of their advantage. Now they will be in disadvantage because of HP. But Shacka does do the kill and LeDuc dies. Too bad. Could have gotten a lot from this. But I see LeDuc strafing at least. That's something good to see. I told the team they need to look a bit more into strafing.
Yeah, it definitely helps rotations, or is even crucial for rotations.
Wolfeye fell down because he collided with Jordy in the middle of the flight. So Jordy seems to have planted this, and Haloex is falling down due to lag issues possibly. Oh, he had a good ping.
They had the advantage here, but they didn't use it at all. OoP. And it's RGX gaining the points again.
Yeah. And they are just timing it right to kill Shacka. It's a long way, and he needs to speed up faster. Now there he is. They made a kill. Let's see if they get some points or no. Again, leaving the circle. Seems like they still need some more experience. I can only repeat they missed the opportunity to do scrims just before the season. Could have told them. Could have taught them. French strafe, yeah.
But yeah, Shacka with the nice kill earlier, really taking off the enemy's head.
Let's hope. Looks like Haloex is gone. No, there he is. Moving.
Shacka left against 3. Does he really want to fight here? I think he should have gone in immediately and tried to die so he gets the reset instead of going for a longer fight.
Yeah, that would have been reasonable, but he got a kill. And now we can see if they can make something out of it. No, Wolfeye is already back, he's just strafing faster. I don't think this was an ideal map choice. Maybe they wanted to play the Caspi landing, but I mean, there's no space for control points there. But this is a map which has long distances between spawn points and circles, which implies that kills are more valuable. So if you have a team like the Order, which has the first round doing less kills, they shouldn't pick Admari, they shouldn't pick Ocean Complex, simply because they are more likely to have less kills again. They should pick something with some finesse, like Vijun or Blood Temple or so. They have an opportunity to create some chaos or to get some weird point advantage, circle advantage.
Yeah.
But there you're basically comparing the raw team FFA skills and strafing skills.
I think at this point, any team could really pick any map and make it their home map. Try to really figure it out, how to play at each point, how the rotations work and stuff. And I think you'd gain definite advantages over the other teams. Because I think there is much more to learn in terms of map knowledge.
I think so too. And there are very complex maps like Blood Temple, I think one of them, maybe also Taspia not landing, but the FFA 5 regular Taspia map. Bijun could be one if Bex had published already the lag-free version.
Oh yeah. I like Vijun. I like the...
So these are the last seconds. It doesn't look like they will come back. Maybe they will get half the points of 300. It could be a benchmark for them. Right now they're getting the points, staying inside the circle, but it's too late for strategy. Oh, look at this. Very nice. Duke finally showing. Now they decide to play. Shacka fighting from outside the circle when they are close to losing.
And it's GG.
Too bad. I would have liked to see more here.
I mean,
But I say this every time. I mean, it's just enjoyable to watch Vertex or Vertex League.
yeah, definitely. And they made 50 more points than last round, so at least an improvement.
Yes.
Yeah. So 2-0 RGX beating OoP. And I have the stats up on, or the scoreboards up on the stream. It's looks a bit grim for OoP, I'd say. RGX.
It's kind of the story Legmeister said last season, and they got their finally they got one victory in the end of the season against my team, which I didn't bother so much because they really deserved a win, and now I hope the Order can pick up a win. But yesterday I've already read out the matches for the next weeks, and I don't think they will have it very easily.
Who will they face next?
Let me check 1 second. We just finished week 4. That was the last match of week 4, and if you wait a moment, maybe you can entertain the audience, and I will send you the standings at least. But next week, the Order will play against TOTS, so the team that is probably top 3, and at least it's the team that has been favorite and the winner of the first season. So no easy matchup.
Yes.
Weeks they will fight against Drunken Eagles, and as you know, they might have a great day, Drunken Eagles. And if Verax and Ragnar show up, that's also not an easy matchup. And last week will be against Sentenced Death, Krinos team.
Okay.
I have a call on my phone, but I will do the stats in the background, and then I will send you the standings.
Okay. Yeah. Sort of a grim outlook for Order of Peace. They'll have to put in a bit of practice and perhaps practice having nerves of steel. But yeah, so RGX take the win for, I think they didn't drop 1 round. And they also didn't have negative net damage, any player in any round. I'd say very strong performance. I mean, we'd have to rewatch the game and break it down properly, but I'd say it's a bit of a skill difference. On top of that, ping difference. Playing on US for EU is, I guess it's hard. And EU players don't usually play on US servers. But I think some of the US players are more used to playing on EU. So they are sort of trained better in both realms. I'm not sure how long Googly will take with the stats. Might take a while. I'll try and join the fun and... I don't really get why there's force powers. I wonder if they could have used them in the game.
Alright, here I am again.
Welcome back.
Have you watched all the matches of this week?
I'm not sure. I've watched some.
So there were, this week was your match yesterday, then today's match my team played against Swanko's team, Legmeisters, and Sentenced to Death played against Drung Eagles on the first day of the week, when they also repeated the match from last week. These were the 4 matches.
Okay. Have you watched them already?
I've watched them and commentated them. Was very busy week. The only match I didn't commentate was the one I played in, I think. But you commentated on it, if I remember correctly.
Might be. I did one recording where I couldn't commentate because the sound was fucked.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, I think it's really useful to rewatch them and try and analyze them, but that of course takes time and effort, and
yeah, it's a time question.
Yeah, and it's probably not worth it because we're all playing just for fun. Would be a bit try hard.
I don't mind being try hard, but I don't have to tell anybody about that.
I think nobody has doubts about that.
Yeah. But I even want to say that that being tryhard can be fun, but I think that's I might not convince people of this opinion. So I'm trying to write down the stats as fast as I can, because my system includes copying the scoreboard. There's no way I can write a tool that just gives me output of the scoreboard. I'm currently typing in all the stats.
I mean, there's text recognition, but of course it's difficult because you never had the same background.
Exactly. Yeah, I've once written a recognition program, but for something else, something more complex than text. But I have the feeling that I know what would have to be done. I mean, there are all these optical character recognition softwares. You might know about them. They're called OCR. That's something I could use. Maybe it would work well enough on this background. Maybe there's an API or so that could be used for open. No, how does it called? Optical, not open. Optical character recognition. But right now the only optical character recognition I have for our stats is my eyes. Maybe it would be worth making the effort so something can basically...
Can't you compile the... you don't have the file. But you could just compile the stats from the server file, right?
Yes, that would be an option, but it doesn't include all the information. Also, I would have need access to it. So, for example, assists are not. I mean, I could basically logically conclude if somebody has made a damage on an target that then dies, that this counts as assist, but it would also make a lot of effort. I think it might even be easier to do the OCR on the screenshots. I just would spend less time. So, do we have any guess who will be the MVP of the of this week?
Not really.
I
Probably
think it
someone
will be,
of thoughts.
I think it will be Sai again. You know, my MVP algorithm is just something I play around with, but it's based on the ranking. So if you are rank 1 in this week in the category of kills per round, death per round, net damage per round, or KD per round, you get a point with 1. So the person with the lowest number of points wins the MVP. And this means if you have a high KD, if you have a lot of kills, if you have few deaths, and if you have good net damage, that creates good. That creates the opportunity to be MVP in my system. I mean, it doesn't reflect really the game. If it's a one-sided game, the person will have a good chance becoming the MVP. But just for this reason, because the Cock versus Legmeister's match has been quite one-sided, I believe that we will see the same MVP twice in a row, which is Sai. I believe it will be Sai again. That's my prediction, but I'm not sure.
We have never Summer 9 saying that Dead Red is the actual MVP, no matter what.
Well, most valuable player. Most valuable player because of his enormous potential, maybe like you would invest into a rookie, or in like if you buy Cristiano Ronaldo when he's 18 years old, like this. Okay.
Yeah, sickest move of the week category. Would be nice, Swanko. But we'd have to have all the replays and someone would have to put in the work and stuff.
I already had an idea how to do this. And you know, we have the stats file, which contains basically every significant event. What is a significant event? It is if you jump, if you start a swing, or events like this. If you kill somebody, if you deal damage, all this information is included in the file. So what I would do is to look for the chain of events that, for example, has most damage dealt or so you can choose from the data a certain series of event, and then you can look into the demo file, like highlight. You would have a suggestion from the data.
Yeah, sounds good.
Where most things happen.
So I think it's the like best play or play of the game, something that we discussed some months or weeks back.
Yeah, I remember our discussion.
Yeah, I think I was being an idiot there. It's a nice and good idea, I think. Now.
I think it would be good for suggestions, so afterwards you could check in game how it really looked. Okay. I already typed down all your stats from yesterday's match, and now I'm in the middle of the second match that we just watched. 14 assists for Wolfeye, 8 kills, 5 deaths, and 760 net damage. if we have to call a winner of this match, our match that we just commented on, it might be Wolfeye. I think so.
Okay.
Just from stats, he's been dominating.
Light says he sent you the stats.
Yeah, I received them, but it's not. I think it's the CSV files that he sent it, but not the scoreboards.
Ah.
That's not so fortunate, but maybe he shouldn't play being drunk on red wine.
I would imagine it's countered by all his white bread he's eating. If he eats 2 kilograms of baguette beforehand, and then the wine has no effect.
DesertFox having a good round, 233 net damage. Haloex, despite his legs disconnect, he gets also good stats. With 110, and Wolfeye has very nice. Playing for the team doing the most damage, but having the least kills. The 12. This is what I do every time. It's happening just behind the scenes. Typing, copying the stats. Alright, it's been done. Now I start my tool for the analysis. Program I've written.
I guess I shouldn't be joining a game then, because I have to put things up later.
Okay. Should be done every second. The program is already calculating. I will just send you screenshots of the results.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
I hope I didn't make a typo, but if I didn't, everything is alright. No, I did. I did make a typo in this. Let's match. Yeah, I know what I did. I had the names for your team on the wrong side, so what's happened? Not sure how to translate Flüchtigkeitsfehler into English.
I knew it once, but I forgot.
Now it's done. Now I will send you the stuff. Standings, here we are. What's the date? 13th February. Here we go.
I'm showing a placeholder boar until I have the stats.
Nice. Here we go. Lukeman. It's of course it's just in the Excel format, not in the format, in the nice format that Tony will produce later.
Gotta see if I can. should be readable. Yeah. So those are the current standings.
This is the standings after week 4.
Nice.
And now I will tell you our MVP. I could also send you the player stats if you're interested in showing them.
Not sure if it translates well on stream. Perhaps we should just talk about the standings, the outlook for the next week, and then wrap it up, and then
That's a good idea.
perhaps post everything else in the Discord.
Yeah, I think that's the way we do it. So let's first talk about the standing.